we are in my garage. My car is heating up. If I'm talking funny, it's because I have teeth whitening strips on right now. If you can see, just put them on. Gonna take them off when I get to my destination. But I'm taking you guys with me on my day as a real estate professional. I had more to say. I'm gonna save it for later because this is like, I'm gonna chat with you guys more when we get to where we're going, when we get to our destination. Also, I just noticed there's like a crack in my windshield. I don't know how that happened. Does that just happen sometimes? That's new. Okay, anyway, we'll catch up soon. Okay. Wow. That was really cool. Okay, anyway, I'm taking you guys with me on my day as a real estate agent because I did a poll recently asking our viewers, what type of videos do you want to see more of on this channel? And the overwhelming majority said they want to see more day in the life vlogs. It used to be really easy for me to do these type of videos because my day, when I was a newer real estate agent, I would book my day up with, I would have my time cold calling, lead follow-up, whatever, and then I would basically for the rest of the day, I would just schedule like as many appointments as I could, back-to-back appointments, for sale by owner appointments. I'd show a house to a buyer. I would drive from town to town, like literally I might stop at the office in between things to get some busy work done and make some prints, or stop at a coffee shop to get some work done in between things. But really my day was like go, go, go. And so it was real estate all day, and it was really like, it was a lot more interesting. I guess it was easier to make a day in the life of a real estate agent vlog. And the reason I stopped making these types of videos is because, and I've shared this before, and I've done whole videos on how I make my schedule as a real estate agent and plan my schedule, and also how I use time blocking as a real estate agent, and I go more in depth on this in those videos. But basically, a big reason why I don't do those videos very often anymore is because I never really have a full day of real estate. Like, I'm never just from morning to night doing real estate activities. The way that I run my business now, since becoming a mom, and I've done this very intentionally, I know I'm probably leaving a lot of money on the table, but this is just, it's what I want. It's like how, it's like my ideal dream life, I guess you could say, being a stay-at-home mom while also running my business, is I do things in time blocks. And so because of that, there's really never a day where it's like, this is a day in the life of a realtor. It's like, I'm taking my daughter to gymnastics in the morning, and then from there I'm gonna go like film a video for a client of a home. I'm running errands, and in between things I'm reading my daughter books, and then we're coming home, we're going on a play date, and then I'm maybe gonna edit some videos for real estate, and then I'm gonna have a Zoom call with a client later that day. But like, it's never just real estate, if that makes sense. Some days are busier than others, but the way that I plan my day nowadays, most often, there's only like one real estate activity throughout the whole entire day that I'm even doing. All that to say, that's why I don't do these videos very often anymore, because it wouldn't truly be a day in the life of a realtor. With all of that, I am really grateful for my schedule and the way that we are able to time block and run our business while also doing all the other things at the same time, because like I said, to me it truly is a dream life. I love it so much, and I couldn't imagine doing things any other way. So with all that being said, what is on today's very short real estate agenda before I get back home and back to other aspects of life that is not real estate related? Today we are doing a neighborhood tour video. So I thought I'll just take you guys with me as we do it. I've talked about this before, but basically, if you're new here or newer here, one of the main ways that we get clients for our real estate business is through a YouTube channel we have called Oregon Homes with Mariah Vetras Crawford. And on that channel, we make all kinds of videos talking, basically we keep it about our area. So anything having to do with moving to, living in, or real estate in our specific town that we live in, and sometimes the surrounding towns. And one of the type of videos that our clients really tell me often that they find helpful is neighborhood tours. And they're super easy to make. I literally just set my camera on my dash, I'll film a quick intro, and then with a call to action, and then I'll set my camera on my dash and drive around the neighborhood, and just to give the clients an idea of what the neighborhood looks like, because so many of my clients are people who have never been to our town or even state that we live in, and so many of them never will come to our area until they close on their home. So the point of these videos is really just to like paint the best picture as possible for them as to what to expect for the neighborhoods. So I only have about an hour chunk to be gone before I have to get back home. And then when I'm done with that neighborhood tour video, we just got a Barnes & Noble, which we used to have one, I'm pretty sure, when I was a kid, but it's been a very long time. Usually I have to drive like 45 minutes to the nearest Barnes & Noble. I'm super excited. It just opened. And so my excuse for going there is I'm gonna create a short, like a YouTube Shorts, short form video for my Oregon Homes YouTube channel. Basically just showing this new business that we have in Oregon, because sometimes that's something I'll do for like shorts. I won't do like full videos like that for that channel because I don't really think that it would bring me relocation clients, but I will do like short form videos, like basically whenever I'm already doing something. Like if I'm going to the beach with my family, then I'll make a little like short form video about the Oregon coast, that type of thing. Super like convenient and easy to do. Do I think those videos would bring me clients? Probably not, but my clients enjoy them and they find them through my long form videos, if that makes sense. And it has to do with my niche, moving to and living in our area. So something that's been on my mind a lot today, especially when thinking about business planning and preparing to do some business planning for the upcoming year, is the fact of focusing in your business. And what I mean by that is there are so many things that you could do as a real estate agent to get business. Like literally, if you want to get creative, you can really get creative. And there are so many different ways to prospect and or market yourself and your business and gain clients. And I really believe that all of these different ways can work. However, I think that it takes, like I've said this before, but it takes so much longer than we expect to start seeing the benefits and results from what we're doing in our business. And something that I really want to be mindful of when business planning this year, because obviously we are seeing, like we've been doing what we're doing long enough, video marketing, that we're seeing the results from it. But even when you're seeing the results from it, it can get kind of like boring and mundane, I guess you could say, just having like the discipline to do the same things for your business over and over. Like it gets old and it's really not that exciting. I know for us, it used to be cold calling for sell by owners. That was the thing, the prospecting thing that was consistently in my schedule, and I had to have the discipline to consistently do on a weekly basis. And now that's shifted to video marketing. And even though what we're doing is different, it still gets to be mundane. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I was tuning into a mastermind this morning with our office, Real Brokerage. Love the trainings that we get there. They've been really great. I just started getting all these ideas like, oh my gosh, there's so many more things that I could be doing for my business. Like there's so many things that I actually like want to do for my business that sound like fun ideas, but just having to remind myself, like, go back to the basics, keep things simple. Like, what do you actually have capacity for, Mariah, is what I'm reminding myself, because there are so many things. Like there's literally, if you wanted to, if you had unlimited amounts of time, you could probably be working on your real estate business and never stop. Like there is always another door you could knock on. There is always another marketing thing you could create. Like there is always something you could be doing for your business, which is a beautiful thing. But for me, I don't know, I guess I just don't want to get like shiny object syndrome. I have conversations often with new agents and just like real estate agents, whether they're new or not, because of this platform, this YouTube channel. And I love doing that so much. It's something I'm really grateful for. But something I hear a lot is just the discouragement of not seeing the benefits of what it is that you're doing yet, and then hopping onto something else. And I feel like that shiny object syndrome is, you know, the cheesy phrase. They always call it that. I don't know, that's something I definitely feel. Like I was thinking even earlier today, I was like, I'm kind of rambling here, but I didn't really think through what I was gonna say. I'm just kind of talking about what's on my mind, I guess. But even this morning, I was like, I have so many ideas and things, newsletters that I want to create. And, you know, I could be doing short form video to try to get clients. I could be doing this, but then I have to just be like, no, Mariah, I'm gonna reel it back in. There's nothing wrong with trying new things and adding new ways of prospecting and marketing, but like, this is just like my brain processing. Maybe this can help you as well if you have a lot of things you want to do for your business. Like, one, what's working, what's actually getting you results, and let's just like focus on consistently doing that, doing more of it and doing it better, instead of trying to be everywhere and do all these things. Because at the end of the day, I think it is going to be so much more beneficial for your business to, let's just use video marketing for example. Like say you're running a YouTube channel for your real estate business like I am, and you get leads from it. It's going to be so much more beneficial to stick with that channel long term and just go all in on that than to try to be everywhere and try to do the YouTube channel, but then also get leads from TikTok and also get leads from Instagram. And if you have, like, maybe you're at a point in your life, in your business, where you do have the time and capacity, because I know, like I said earlier, when I was a new agent, I wasn't a mom yet. I was 18 when I got licensed, so my life looked way different than it does now, and I had so much more time to just basically dedicate all the time I wanted to my business, and I loved it. And so that was great. And so I guess if you're in a position in your life that you do have the capacity to work all day on your business, like a 9-to-5 job plus, then go ahead and like have a lot of different nets out in the water, I guess. But if you're someone like me who does have very limited time that you are able to, or I guess I don't want to say able to, because I could make more time for my business if I wanted to, but just like willing to give to your business at this point in your life, then even if it means leaving some money on the table, then I think you're way better off just finding 1 to 3 things, 1 to 3 ways you're going to get business, focusing all on those, thinking really, really long term, instead of just getting excited about something else and then hopping over to that, and then like you didn't even get to see results yet from the first thing because you didn't give it long enough. I'm gonna do the neighborhood tour, basically just sit in my car,
then continue straight,
talk about the neighborhood and drive through the neighborhood, and that's that. Also, I get a lot of emails from other real estate agents in other markets who either already have a real estate YouTube channel and are seeing success with it, getting clients from it, or from agents who don't have one yet but are wanting to start one. So if that's you, feel free to go to my channel, like I mentioned before, Oregon Homes with Mariah Vetras Crawford, and rip off and duplicate. Go look at what videos are doing the best and performing the best, long form, short form, like what playlists we have, what's working. Go over there and rip off and duplicate, steal our ideas, like what works in our market will probably work in your market as well. Go along with what I was saying about like focus in your business and like simplifying, clarifying, all of that. I feel like this is something that I really, really got intentional at doing and good at doing when I became a mom. I'll give a couple examples of how this has looked in my life and business. I was talking with another agent in another market who also works with a lot of relocation YouTube clients, and they were telling me that they have this really beautiful like presentation, basically like a magazine type thing that they make for their clients and print out to give them, super beautifully made, all of that, to tell them everything there is to do in the area, the driving tour and all of that. And now that's something I also provide to my clients, but it is not a beautiful presentation. I literally have a list of businesses to check out, places to go if you're visiting the area, restaurants, like all of that. I have a driving tour if my clients are coming to town, because they'll always ask me like, can you drive me around? No, I'm not driving anyone around. My clients always ask me that, so I have in the notes in my phone, I have like a tour guide. I'll tell them like, start here and then end here, and this will show you like this side of town, blah blah blah. And like I do that for all the different sides of town. And I literally, what I do is I copy and paste it from the notes section of my phone and I email it to them. My clients have always been super grateful for it. Nobody has ever said, this is unprofessional, this isn't good enough. Like they've always just been like super grateful and appreciative to have that information, and it works really well for me. But I was beating myself up because I was like, why am I not, I need to make this look nicer. And then I was like, no, you don't. Like what you're doing is working. There's nothing wrong. Now I'm not saying like you shouldn't be improving what you're doing for your business and growing and evolving and stuff, but like if what you're doing is working, then just keep doing it. If that, like just keep doing what's working. You don't have to feel like you have to be changing everything. I was listening to a training video and someone was saying like, in order to convert their clients at the highest level or have the highest conversion rate for buyers especially, they always do their meetings in person, always. And I always do my meetings over Zoom for my clients, for my buyers. I don't have a problem converting them at all. Like, that's not an issue. We have a great conversion rate. And for a while, I was trying to set, because of what I heard somebody say on a training, I was trying to set my appointments in person because I felt like that would just be the right thing to do. And then I forgot, like, no, this is my business model for a reason. I literally choose to do my business this way because I want to be able to not drive 15 minutes even to a coffee shop and then 15 minutes back to meet with a client. I want the convenience of being in my living room while my kid's in the other room with someone or upstairs, and then I can like shut it off and go back to what I was doing. Like, if I don't know if this makes any sense or if I'm rambling, but what I was doing doesn't look like, my business doesn't look like the way that a lot of other people's businesses do. And I sometimes compare my business to other people's businesses, especially if it's like another mom, for example, whose kid's like in daycare all day, for example. And nothing wrong with that if that's what you choose to do. But I just like sometimes need to remind myself that I intentionally run my business the way that I do. I intentionally have the schedule that I do. It's for a reason, and it's for a good reason. And so the whole point of this rant is basically just to say what I've been telling myself. There's nothing wrong with growing and improving and evolving, I guess you could say, how you're running your business and the things that you're doing. But there's also nothing wrong with, if what you're doing is working, that's fine. Like, keep doing what's working, and it might not necessarily need to change. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you have any real estate related questions or video suggestions, feel free to comment below or shoot me an email. Also, head over to our channel. We have a handful of playlists that you might grab value from, and I'll see you next week.